Everyone, and thank you for being here today. My name is Carmen Briceño. I am a LVN or a nurse with Health Texas for the QPIC program. Today we'll learn about stress and how it impacts not only how we feel, but our body functions, especially our hormones. And we will also learn practical ways to regulate stress and when we should seek help. Stress is the way your body reacts when you feel pressure, worry, or challenged. It is a normal response that helps you stay alert and handle situations like meeting a deadline or dealing with a sudden change. A small amount of stress can be helpful, but when stress lasts too long or feels overwhelming, it can start to affect your body, your mood, and your overall health. Stress can show up in different ways. Sometimes it happens suddenly, like when something startles you or you face an unexpected situation. This is short-term stress, and your body usually recovers quickly once that moment passes. Other times, stress can build up slowly over days, weeks, or even months. This long-term stress or chronic stress often comes from ongoing challenges such as work pressure, caring for family, financial worries, or relationship struggles. While short-term stress is temporary, long-term stress can wear down the body and affect overall health if not managed. Some triggers, some stress triggers hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. And when these stay elevated for too long, they can throw off your body's normal hormonal balance. Ongoing or chronic stress can lead to fatigue, headaches, muscle tension, stomach issues, poor sleep, mood changes, and trouble focusing. And in this light, we see the parts of the body that are affected and what it does to that specific part. Now, hormones are tiny chemical messengers that help your body run smoothly every day. They are made by your adrenal glands. The adrenal glands are located on top of our kidneys. So they help control your energy, your mood, sleep, hunger, digestion, and even your body temperature. Hormones also help your body respond to stress, support growth, and keep your metabolism working properly. When your hormones are balanced, you usually feel your best. But when they become too high or too low, you might notice changes in how you feel, sleep, or even function. Understanding hormones can help you recognize how important they are for your overall health. So, adrenaline is released from your adrenal glands during stress, and it signals other hormones like cortisol to rise. Adrenaline is that initial signal telling your body to go into fight or flight mode by increasing your heart rate, raising your blood pressure, opening your airways to help you with breathing, and it also gives you a boost of energy and alertness. This triggers other hormones like cortisol to increase. Now, cortisol is a hormone made by your body, often called the stress hormone. So think of cortisol as your body's energy and survival regulator. It helps you wake up in the morning, gives you energy, and helps your body respond to stress or illness. Cortisol also helps control blood sugar, blood pressure, and inflammation. There are many symptoms of hormonal imbalance. Because hormones help control many body functions, it may affect people differently. Common signs may include feeling tired, mood changes, such as anxiety, irritability, or sadness, weight gain or loss without trying, trouble sleeping, changes in appetite, low energy. Some people may also notice headaches, feeling hot or cold too often, changes in hair or skin, like brittle hair, brittle nails, your skin being a little bit drier, irregular menstrual cycles for us women, and symptoms can vary from person to person and may develop slowly. So it is important to take notice and document your symptoms or what you are feeling so that you can talk to your healthcare provider if these changes do not improve or start affecting your daily life. This interactive poll will ask us what symptoms we may feel. Examples for work stressors are deadlines or urgent requests from your boss, staffing strain, long sitting periods, hearing or case preps. The rush of the daily work usually gets us into stress. These symptoms that you may feel are shoulder tension. You might not feel hungry, so you start skipping meals. Your energy or your emotions might be a little off or depleted. Some people might even feel jaw tension, and the poor sleep comes from trouble shutting off after work. One of the major symptoms or the main symptom for stress has always been headaches, but there's different types of headaches. And in this slide, we can differentiate the headaches. So tension headache, which is the most common for stress, will be a dull or aching pain. You feel like pressure around your entire head, the forehead, the temples, the back, towards the back neck area. For a migraine, usually it's moderate to severe pain. It is more of a throbbing pain. There's usually nausea or vomiting. It can last hours to days. There's sensitivity to light and sound, and some people also experience visual changes. And a sinus headache is more pressure on the forehead. So think of the T on your face, right on top of your eyes, on your nose, and your cheeks. That's the pressure that you will feel for a sinus headache. When you should call your primary care provider is if your headache is sudden and severe, meaning visual changes, any stiffness on your neck, that's an immediate call to your healthcare provider. Headache with confusion, with fever, and pain that just doesn't go away even if you've taken something over the counter. Cortisol affects both men and women, but women bodies tend to be more sensitive to hormone changes. In women, high cortisol from stress can throw off the balance of estrogen and progesterone, which may lead to irregular periods, worse PMS, mood swings, and even trouble with fertility. Women are also more likely to notice emotional effects like anxiety and feeling overwhelmed because stress hormones interact closely with mood regulating hormones. One of the questions that had come up was menopause. It is, menopause will also cause hormonal imbalance. It'll affect your cortisol. This is why it's important for you to ask your provider, let them know what symptoms you are having, because they will have a better guidance as to what test is needed for hormonal imbalance or um, menstrual cycles being off, menopause. Unfortunately for us women, we will have to sometimes look for different providers. Um, the first provider might not, if you feel that you are going through menopause, and personally, I heard it was too early in life. Um, so you just have to find a different provider and see if they can assist. It was not typical, or it is not very typical for a woman to go through menopause in late 30s, early 40s. But unfortunately for me, that was my case. And therefore, I again will say, please seek another provider, OBGYN, if you don't feel the OBGYN is listening to you or understanding what you're saying. Talk to your provider, have them refer you somewhere else. In men, cortisol mainly affects testosterone levels. When cortisol stays high, it can lower testosterone, leading to low energy, reduced muscle strength, and decreased sex drive. Men may also experience more physical effects like increased blood pressure or higher risk of heart problems over time. While both men and women are affected by stress, women tend to feel more hormone and mood changes, while men often notice changes in energy, strength, and heart health. If you are feeling stressed, if you feel that tension on your shoulders, those headaches coming on, and you are not sure why, it is important to talk to your healthcare provider so that they can guide you and do the proper testing. In this slide, it will show us more of the difference between men and women. And with lower testosterone levels for men also comes hair loss. That is something that we also need to think of. Now, stress and sleep are closely connected and can easily affect each other. As we mentioned before, when you are stressed, your body releases cortisol, which keeps your mind alert and makes it harder to relax. This can cause trouble falling asleep, waking up during the night, or poor quality sleep. When you don't sleep well, your body becomes more stressed the next day, leading to even higher stress levels. This creates a cycle where stress causes poor sleep and poor sleep increases stress, leaving you feeling tired, overwhelmed, and run down. So listed in this slide are some tips to help break this cycle. Many relaxation techniques, uh, create a routine to help you calm yourself before you go to bed. Limit your caffeine and your sugar intake in the afternoons. And plenty of sunlight or movement during the day can help our body feel a little more tired and have a better rest. Now, stress can have a big impact on weight because it affects hormones that control hunger, fat storage, and energy. Stress can also slow down your metabolism and encourage the body to store fat, especially around the belly. In addition, stress often leads to poor sleep and low energy, making it harder to stay active or make healthy food choices. Over time, ongoing stress can make weight gain more likely and weight loss more difficult, even when eating habits have not changed much. Healthy habits to reduce stress. I know one of the questions was how to reduce cortisol. Relaxation techniques and reducing your stress can therefore reduce your cortisol. Reducing stress starts with small, healthy daily habits that can calm the body and mind. Getting regular sleep, eating a balanced meal, staying physically active, and drinking enough water all support the body's stress response. Take time each day to slow down, such as deep breathing, stretching, meditation or prayer, or just quiet time, can help lower stress hormones. Limiting caffeine, spending time outdoors, staying connected with supportive people, and setting healthy boundaries with work or responsibilities can also make a difference. Consistent self-care helps the body feel safe and better able to handle stress. Relaxation techniques are simple ways to help calm your body and mind when you feel stressed or overwhelmed. These techniques work by slowing your breathing, relaxing your muscles, and signaling to your body that it is safe to rest. Examples include deep breathing, gentle stretching, meditation, prayer, listening to calm music, or spending quiet time in nature. Practicing relaxation regularly can help us all lower stress hormones, improve sleep, ease muscle tension, and support better mood and focus. Even a few minutes a day can make a positive difference in how we feel. You should seek help for stress when it starts to affect your daily life, your health, or your relationships. Signs include feeling overwhelmed most days, constant worry or sadness, trouble sleeping, frequent headaches or stomach issues, changes in appetite, low energy, or difficulty focusing. If stress leads to panic attacks or feeling of hopelessness, withdrawing from others, or using food, alcohol, or other substances to cope, it is important to talk to your healthcare provider. Getting support early can help prevent stress from causing more serious health problems and can help you feel better and more in control. In summary, it is very important for us to keep in mind and document the symptoms that our body is feeling, whether it's what we spoke about, low energy, mood changes, difficulty focusing, not feeling hungry, anything that you feel that is not normal for you on a daily basis. It's important to document and to talk to our providers. And self-care is very important. There's many people that rely on you to keep going on their daily life. So you have to be able to take care of yourself. You have to be able to disconnect and ask for time to just either meditate or be alone, even if it's a few minutes of deep breathing to help you manage that stress. Now, there is several information that I have from the American Heart Association that we will share with you. I will share with Heather um, on relaxation techniques. There is another form, something short that I created for everyone, just questions to ask your provider. And I do encourage for us women, especially because we are going, some of us have started going through menopause or are unsure if it is what's happening. Some might have other diseases that might also cause stress and this same type of symptoms for the body. There is a class on July 22nd for menopause and healthy living. So I encourage us females to go into that class and listen to that presentation for more accurate information on menopause. But it is important for you to talk to your provider and either ask for referrals to OBGYN or even an endocrinologist. There is not a specific one test for hormone imbalance, but asking your provider, they will know exactly what to look for and what tests to request for you. Are there any other questions that maybe I can answer for anyone?
If you have any questions, you can post them in the chat or you can take yourself off of mute to ask the questions. Yes, you can reach out to me. Let me put my email address here, or you can call me for assistance as well in finding a primary care physician. Are there any other questions? Okay. Well, if there's no more questions, then that will conclude the presentation for today. And I greatly appreciate everyone joining us. And as I mentioned before, you will get a copy of the recording. Again, thank you. We greatly appreciate you being a part of the program.
Thank you, everyone, for